Today, I am here to give y'all my predictions for this weekend's Monaco Grand Prix. And this weekend is one of the biggest weekends in motorsports throughout the year. You start off early in the morning in the United States with Monaco, and then you have the Indianapolis 500, and round things out with the Coca-Cola 600 for NASCAR. But for right now, I'm primarily going to focus on Formula One at Monaco. And there's a lot to talk about here, so let's get started.
Hey, it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. here at Kroger, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
We're just going to dive right into it. But winning this Sunday's Monaco Grand Prix will be young Charles Leclerc from Ferrari. Last outing, Ferrari's driver Charles Leclerc did not have a great showing. He did lead a lot of laps, but he did have a mechanical failure which forced him to retire from the race, which eventually played into Red Bull's hands as Perez had the upper hand, but they played the team order game and Verstappen got by and won the Spanish Grand Prix. So this time around, Charles Leclerc will get his revenge on Max Verstappen, and he will win his first race of the season while Max Verstappen's still on track, because every time Leclerc has won this year, it is because Verstappen was DNF'd. Bahrain, Australia. This time around, he is not going to DNF, and he will beat him straight up. And qualifying, bold prediction here, your pole sitter will not win the Grand Prix. But Charles Leclerc will win the race. First finish at home, but more importantly, his first win at his home track. How about that? That would be a nice story to tell for him many years down the road. Second place will be Max Verstappen for Red Bull Racing. This year, he is on fire. Besides the two DNFs, best driver on the grid. But this time around, he will get beaten straight up, and Leclerc will win. Verstappen will finish in second place. He will not like it, but you got to deal with the punches as they roll. Third place would be the Mercedes car of Lewis Hamilton. And if you were to ask me about last week before the Spanish Grand Prix if Mercedes had a chance at either a world championship title for the driver or constructors, I would have said no. But after Barcelona, I'm a bit more optimistic, but I still got to see more. I know we're just a quarter of a way in the season, and a lot of things can happen. Trust me, a lot of things can. Last year, Mercedes struggled to get up to speed at the beginning of the year, but as the season went on, they were quicker and quicker and quicker, but Red Bull was quick early on and quickly faded towards the end. So Mercedes, you can't roll them out of it, especially when you have Lewis Hamilton, and I believe he will get a podium here at Monaco. Fourth place would be young George Russell. George Russell showed his ability this past weekend in Barcelona. He raced wheel to wheel with Max Verstappen for the lead for about a handful of laps, like 6 or 7 laps, and it was intense racing, clean action. And I don't know if Mercedes can come back and win the championship, but I know they got to feel good about themselves heading into next season, and with the possibility of Lewis Hamilton not sticking around, because that's reality at this point in time, and Hamilton might not be there, and George Russell can just slide on in and be their number one driver. Maybe alongside Nick DeVries, I don't know. Valtteri Bottas come back, I don't know. That's for a whole nother video, but they got to feel good about Barcelona with George Russell getting a second podium with the team, and he still Mr. Consistency on Sunday. When he was with Williams, it was Mr. Saturday. Now it's Mr. Consistency with Mercedes guy. Every single race this year, a top 5 finish. How about that? But rounding out your top 5 will be the 55 car to Ferrari, Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz this year has not had the year he was hoping for. Last year, he was on fire, collecting many podiums with a car that was not even capable of winning races. And a lot of people expected him going into 2022 to be the clear frontrunner for the team. Quite frankly, that has not played out to the way that a lot of people expected it. And Carlos Sainz is on the back foot of things in the points, and he will probably, more than likely, become the team's second driver, and will have to play the teammate game if he becomes racing against Leclerc for the win. And that's just reality. Similar to Perez and Verstappen, but I think Perez is too far up for them to even at least consider the team orders, but that's for a whole nother video. That's not going to go well behind closed door for Perez and Red Bull. And I'm very curious to see what's the outcome of this, because Perez can go play the selfish game here in Monaco and maybe not let Verstappen by. I don't know. That's what some people would do just because they felt betrayed in the previous race. But there you go, your top five. Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Lewis Hamilton will be on the podium. George Russell will finish P4, and P5 will be Carlos Sainz. But my dark horse for this Sunday's race in Monaco is going to have to be the Alfa Romeo of Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas this year has been very successful. Last year at this time, he was struggling with the top team of Mercedes. But this time around, he's really consistent with a bottom-tier team. And quite frankly, if Carlos Sainz continues, I don't know, to fall down the leaderboard, a lot of speculation. I know he signed a contract recently. They can just do a flip-flop of him and Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas is still a capable driver of winning many Grand Prix and possibly a championship. But that's for a whole nother video. Please like and subscribe.
Craft is going to bring us back to the green. Flag man. Outside of Johnny Sauter, they're side by side for the lead. Now 3 wide as we go down into turn number 3. A 3 wide battle